So what we'll do first is to go to the first person folder, blueprint, BP first person character, then go into the event graph and find a empty spot. So right here. Then you want to right click and you want to search for the C key. So I want to crouch with the C key. So C key, then just find the C right here. So after the pressed, we want to change the max walk speed of the character movement to a bit slower, because when you crouch you go slower in real life. So drag out the character movement, because we want to get a reference to the character movement, because we want to change the set max walk speed in here. Now out of here we want to set max walk speed. You can just duplicate this, and this will go down to the target right here. Now the released will go into this bottom one, and the pressed will go into here. So now when we press the C key, we want to walk slower. So set the max walk speed in here to about 80. And from the released we want to go for the default walk speed, so when we just walk at normal speed. So how you can see your default walk speed, click on so as timeline and add a timeline. And call it crouch as my default max walk speed. Want to add a timeline, so drag out there and add a timeline. And call timeline. Now drag this one into the reverse. So we want to reverse this timeline when we stand back up. Go into the timeline and create a track. And call it crouch alpha 2. So I want it to take 2 seconds to crouch. Now we want to add a key, so left shift and left click to add a key. Then set the time to 0 and the value to 0. Then add another key, set the time to 2, the value to 1. So now you can see that we have a straight line, but I want to So now you can see that we have a straight line, but I want it to be more smooth. So right click on this little key right here and click on auto. So now you can see that the line is very smooth. So now compile and save and go into the event graph again. So now we have done the timeline. So now out of the update of the timeline, we want to set capsule half height. And if you don't half height, capsule half height. And if you don't know what the capsule half height is, I can show you that right now. So as you can see, the capsule half height is the height of the capsule, as you can see right here. So we want to change the capsule half height to around 55 . When we crouch, so the character actually crouches. So yeah, that is the capsule half height. So now out of the half height, we want to get a lerp. And the alpha will go right into the crouch alpha. Oh, I see that I have spelled that wrong right there, but that's okay. And the A value is the default capsule half height. For me, the default capsule half height is 96. Capsule component and see your capsule half height right here. Then you want to take this value, half height, and test around 50. Now if we compile and save and test it out, if we release it, we stand up. So now we have a basic crouch function in our game, but we want to make so the camera rotates when we crouch to make it a little bit more realistic. So yeah, let's do that right now. So button track and call it cam. Why we are and